Welcome everyone to my fishing trip to Gambia. I came here several days ago. It's perfect weather and perfect conditions for the sea fishing right now. I chose this place as it is the coast of Africa, where, as I know, is a very good shore fishing. When I come here, the travel agency provided me with transport to the hotel I booked. It's the first time I saw that people are putting the luggage on the roof and fixing it with ropes, but it was quite an interesting experience. Hopefully nothing falls on the road during our transportation. The country itself is really beautiful. Those beaches, those coastal areas, I love them. How to transfer here? You can take a taxi. There are two types of taxi, yellow one and a green one. Yellow one are for the local people and green one for tourists. So what's about my preparational process? First, what I did, I watched nearly every video on YouTube, TikTok, I read Instagram posts, Facebook posts, some internet articles, and it helped me to understand which type of fish is here, which lures I need, and also which area can I go to. When I come here, I also talked with locals a lot, with the local fishermen, and they suggested me to go to the rocks, as it is not deep, as there are no deep waters. I would say closer to the beach and to the coast area. If you want to find like deeper places, you need to go by boat, and my target was to fish from the shore. So I think where the fish could stay, and definitely the perfect place for this are the rocks, as a small fish can hide there and a big fish, the predators which I was looking for, are waiting there for the small fish to attack and feed themselves. After analyzing the areas I can fish and the styles of fishing lures, I started preparing my own luggage. As I booked a special place for my fishing rod to take, it's not in travel version, as guys, this 2-part fishing rods is definitely more reliable than this 5-part fishing travel rods. After analyzing the fishing areas, I started preparing my own luggage. As I booked an additional place for my fishing rods to travel with me, I took my Westin Scandinavia 20 to 70 grams rod and also the fishing reel Daiwa BG 4000. What about the lures? I took 3 types. First type is silicone jig. White ones, as I already know on my experience, that they especially good work in these ocean areas and in salt water. I took some bright colors with me. I also took a lot of metal jigs, as these baits are often lost in the rocks on my experience. And the most important bait in this trip, I took this Rapala 130 size popper. So let's start with the fishing part, but before this I will hurriedly ask you to subscribe to my Shevchuk fishing channel and also put a like to this video, as this will help the promotion of this fishing trip and more people can see it. The first place I went was Cape Point. Such a beautiful place. It's a turn, and here you can see the rocks in the water. I think that small fish is living there near the rocks, and a big fish is feeding into this size, so it's like waiting for a small fish to come and then attacks. So my strategy is to go on the right side from the rocks and cast there. I think that it will work.
Ooh.
I started with a silicone fishing bait, which I just demonstrated to you. Also, then I switched to the metal jig and tried the popper, but it didn't work out. I decided to walk to the next destination, which was Bacau area. I started to fish there with my metal jig. I was also fishing with my brother, and my brother was trying to catch a fish with a silicone bait. So we had a kind of strategy. After 20-30 minutes with no bites for me and my brother, I decided to switch to the metal jig with a red head and see what happens.
Wow. I got a fish. Ah! Woohoo!
Just after I did the first cast, I feel this. Boom! And then beautiful emotions. I was so happy that I got a fish, I found this. But the rocks had different plans. I didn't panic.
Ah!
So after I lost this fish, I was a bit upset as I also saw this fish. It was a good size, nearly 3 kg I think. Then this feeling of the line touching the rocks and what could I do? I just had another bait, the same bait, but with a yellow head, and I tried it. In some minutes, I saw just a beautiful thing in the ocean. The fish was creating jacuzzi by feeding. After I saw the jacuzzi, my first thought was, Oleg, just run there and cast there. At the same time, I was switching my GoPro. I do the cast.
Yeah! Fuck! Yeah, buddy! Ah, guys! There are the stones. I'm scared that I I can lose a fish again.
And guess what happened? The fish went to the rocks and I broke my line with the same type of bait the second time, friends, the second. I was so angry, I was upset, I was angry, I had negative emotions through the whole of myself. It was so bad. Even though I took my emotions in the hands and ran to the left side from the rocks to the beach area where I could safely fish, because I saw that some fish went in this direction. I took this popper, I do the cast.
Another dance, guys. Brother! I cannot move it, guys, I cannot move it. It just stands there. I cannot do anything. It does wherever it was. Can you repeat, brother? Yes, exactly. No stone here, and I will not let this fish go to these fucking stones again. I see it. Come on. I take it.
Whoa!
I do it. It's fine. Yeah! Yo! It's so beautiful. No, just bring me my bag, please. Jump. Come here. Come. Фоткай просто.
Yeah, I was so happy from this 3 bites, I finally got my fish. I finally got it, and the size, I was so happy about the size. Guys, this Atlantic fish, it just it makes me happy with every bite. It's so strong, it's so angry, it's so fast. This fishing day was over, but I was already thinking about the next day. In my head, I had only one aim: to catch minimum 3 fish and don't lose any fish, any. Not like last time, 1 out of 3. 3 out of 3, at least. This time the weather was even hotter, 34 degrees. I didn't have a cap, so I used my jersey, which I put on my head. In order to not lose a fish, I decided that I need to go and step on the rocks. I just saw how small barracuda tried to attack my popper, and just look what happened during my next cast. Yeah! Yeah! This fish was also released back to the ocean, and I was already thinking about my next bite.
Yes.
That's why I love fishing. You go through the rocks, you risk sometimes, but then in the end you get this bite and you get your emotions. There was a guy sitting nearby and watching me fishing from the beach. Local people cannot afford themselves to buy a fishing rod. He asked me for the fish and I gave it to him. After giving this fish to the local guy, I went back to the rocks. 20-30 minutes I didn't get any bites, but then I saw that some fish is trying to attack my popper, and see what happened.
I release this fish back.
The waves, they were hitting me hard even when I was getting the fish on my rod. The waves were just hitting me. So guys, summarizing my fishing trip in Gambia, I can say that I enjoyed it 100%. I definitely suggest you, if you're looking for fishing destinations, to choose Africa as it. And just take powerful fishing reels, take powerful fishing rods, and come here. Come to Gambia, come to other African countries. Gambia is not only about fishing, it's also about nice people. Good, and you? Nice here. It's about the views, it's about the emotions. You can go to the beach and swim. You can go to a nearby country and take a safari in Senegal. Summarizing my fishing session, I'm fully satisfied with it, 100%. I will remember this for my life, and I hope you guys just enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Travel, fish, come to new places, and enjoy the life. See you in the next video. Oh, and friends, just take a lot of baits to the sea. You will lose it, especially near the rocks. Bye.